Jai Hind everyone. In our previous video, we have solved first question of exercise 13.2. In this video, we will solve second question of exercise 13.2. So, let's begin. First question here is 2 cube into 3 raised to the power 4 into 4 upon 3 into 32. We have to simplify it. Okay? There are various ways to solve such type of questions. So let's start solving. First, what I am doing, that I am writing all the numbers here in their exponential notation. Like you can see, 3, 32 and 4 here are not in exponential notation. So if you write it in exponential notation, what it becomes? 4 can be written as what? 2 into 2, that is 2 square. Okay? So at place of 4, I am writing 2 square whole upon. 3 can be written as 3 raised to the power 1. No problem. 32 can be written as 2 raised to the power 5. For that, if you do not know, you can do the prime factorization of 32. Okay? You will get 2 multiplied with itself 5 times. We have done it also in our previous questions. Now, in numerator, if you see, 2 is at 2 places. At first, it is 2 cube. In last, it is 2 square. Combine these two 2's at one place. So what it becomes? 2 raised to the power 3 plus 2 into 3 raised to the power 4 upon 3 raised to the power 1 into 2 raised to the power 5. How it became actually is that it was 2 cube into 3 power 4 into 2 square. Okay. Using commutative property with multiplication, can I write it as, any problems? I exchange the places of 3 power 4 and 2 square. Now when I combined these two terms, I got 2 raised to the power 3 plus 2. Okay, that was just to make you understand. Do not write it. Okay, so now it becomes 2 raised to the power 5 into 3 raised to the power 4 upon 3 raised to the power 1 into 2 raised to the power 5. From here, we can solve it using two methods. The method I am using is that before proceeding, understand one thing. If you remember, in properties, we have discussed 2 raised to the power minus 1 can be written as 1 upon 2. Okay? It means that if it is 2 raised to the power minus 5, then it could be written as 1 upon 2 raised to the power 5. Okay. Suppose if in the beginning it is 1 upon 2 raised to the power 5. So how can you write it? If 2 raised to the power minus 5 can be written as 1 upon 2 raised to the power 5. So we can do its opposite also. That is, if it is 1 upon 2 raised to the power 5 already, we can write it as 2 raised to the power minus 5. Okay? One thing you have to understand, that whenever you write the exponential notation numbers with numbers which are expressed in exponential notation from the numerator to denominator, the sign of their exponents change. Like if it is 1 upon 2 square, so you can write it as 2 raised to the power minus 2. Or if it is 2 square already, so you can write it as 1 upon 2 raised to the power minus 2. Easy? Okay. So if it is already 1 upon 2 raised to the power 5, we can write it as 2 raised to the power minus 5. This we will use here. Okay, let's proceed. So if it is 1 upon 3 raised to the power 1, it can be written as 3 raised to the power minus 1. And if it is 1 upon 2 raised to the power 5, it can be written as 2 raised to the power minus 5. Easy. Now again, we will combine the numbers having same basis. 2 is here, 2 is here. Here 2 has the exponent 5. Here 2 has the exponent minus 5. So we can write it as 2 raised to the power 5 plus minus 5. Okay. Into. It can be written as 3 raised to the power 4 plus minus 1. On opening the bracket, it becomes 2 raised to the power 5 minus 5 into 3 raised to the power 4 minus 1. Now 2 raised to the power 5 minus 5 means 2 raised to the power 0 into 3 raised to the power 4 minus 1 becomes 3 raised to the power 3. Now what is the value of 2 raised to the power 0? 1. Okay. 1 into 3 cube. So the answer is 3 cube. Okay. This is our answer. Let's have a look at another method, that how we can solve from here. Okay, this is method 2. This was 2 raised to the power 5 into 3 raised to the power 4 upon 3 raised to the power 1 into 2 raised to the power 5. From here, 2 raised to the power 5 cancels 2 raised to the power 5. Now, expand 3 raised to the power 4. So it becomes 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 whole upon 3. 3 cancels 3. What is left? 3 into 3 into 3. That means 3 cube. So in this way also you will get the answer 3 cube. In this way also you will get the answer 3 cube. But the thing you have to note is that if the question is asking you to use the properties of exponents, then you will go with the first method. If the question is asking you only to simplify, then only you can use the second method. Okay. I hope now the picture is clear. You have understood how to solve the question by both the methods. Now let's move to the third question. Third question is 25 raised to the power 4 divided by 5. 25 can be written as 5 into 5 raised to the power 4 divided by 5 cube. Okay. 5 into 5 means what? 5 square raised to the power 4 divided by 5 cube. Now we simplify this part, so it becomes 5 raised to the power 2 into 4 divided by 5 cube. Easy. It becomes 5 raised to the power 2 4s are 8 divided by 5 cube. Now then we will use the same property as we solved in our first question. It becomes 5 raised to the power 8 minus 3, that is 5 raised to the power 5. This is our answer. Easy. Hope you have understood all the steps. Firstly, what we did in this question is that it was 25 raised to the power 4, it was 5 cube. For combining, we must have the same basis. So all the steps we have done till here is only to get the same base, and when we got the same base, we combined them and simplified. Let's come to the fifth question. Let's solve it. Fifth question is 3 raised to the power 7 whole upon 3 raised to the power 4 into 3 raised to the power 3. First, we will combine the denominators. Okay. So it becomes 3 raised to the power 7 upon 3 raised to the power 4 plus 3. Okay. Now 3 raised to the power 7 upon 3 raised to the power 7. Now you can cut it with this each other and write the answer 1, or using the exponential property we can write it as 3 raised to the power 7 into, if we write this denominator in numerator, what it becomes? Exactly 3 raised to the power minus 7. Now we will combine 3 raised to the power 7 minus 7. We add them, but 7 plus in bracket minus 7 gives the answer 7 minus 7. So you can write directly also. Now it becomes what? 3 raised to the power 0. We know that any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So our answer is 1. Okay. If the question is not asking you to write use the exponential property, you can cut it here and write the answer 1 also. Both the ways are correct. I hope you have understood first, third and fifth question. Now let's move to the seventh question. Seventh question is one of the easiest question in this segment. As you can see, seventh question is 2 raised to the power 0 into 3 raised to the power 0 into 4 raised to the power 0. Any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. 3 raised to the power 0 is 1. 4 raised to the power 0 is 1. 1 multiplied to itself 3 times gives us the answer 1 again. So easy question. Now let's move to the ninth question. Ninth question is 2 raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power 5 whole upon 4 raised to the power 3 into a raised to the power 2. Okay, all the numbers as you can see is already simplified. The number which is not simplified is 4 cube, because 4 is itself a square of 2. So we can write it as 2 raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power 5 upon 4 can be written as 2 square. So it is 2 square raised to the power 3 into a square. Now in next step we will just simplify this part. So it is 2 raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power 5 upon 2 raised to the power 2 3s are 6. 2 raised to the power 6 into a square. Okay, we have discussed this thing a lot of times before, that is why I did now directly. Now what it becomes? Now what we will do? We will write the denominators as numerator by changing the sign of their exponent. So it can be written as 2 raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power 5 into 2 raised to the power minus 6 into a raised to the power minus 2. It was 2 raised to the power 6. That is why it became 2 raised to the power minus 6. It was a raised to the power 2. That is why it became a raised to the power minus 2. Now we will combine the 2's. So it becomes 2 raised to the power 8 minus 6 into, on combining a's, it becomes a raised to the power 5 minus 2. Okay? 2 raised to the power 8 minus 6 becomes 2 square. 5 minus 2 gives us a cube. So the answer is 2 square into a cube. Easy. Look at all the steps and revise once again. Then we will proceed to our 11th question. question is 4 raised to the power 5 into a raised to the power 8 b cube whole upon 4 raised to the power 5 into a raised to the power 5 b square. In this, 4 raised to the power 5 is here also, 4 raised to the power 5 is here also. So when bases are same in numerator and denominator both, you can change them in, you can say 2 raised to the power 10 also and not also, because when you will bring it to the numerator, since the bases are same, these will be combined itself. So let it be 4 raised to the power 5. It can be written as 4 raised to the power 5 into a raised to the power 8 into b raised to the power 3. I have written both the numbers differently using the multiplication sign. And when you write the denominators as numerators again, it becomes 4 raised to the power minus 5 into a raised to the power minus 5 into b raised to the power minus 2. Now next, write the numbers with base, with same base together. So it can be written as 4 raised to the power 5 into 4 raised to the power minus 5 into a raised to the power 8 into a raised to the power minus 5 into b cube into b raised to the power minus 2. You can combine directly also, as we used to do in our previous questions. But here, since there are 3 bases, that is why it is better you write the bases together so that you do not miss any term. On combining 4, it becomes 4 raised to the power 5 minus 5. On combining a, it becomes a raised to the power 8 minus 5. On combining b, it becomes b raised to the power 3 minus 2. This is b. 5 minus 5 again gives us 4 raised to the power 0. This gives us a cube and this gives us b power 1. Okay, b power 1 can be written b only also. 4 raised to the power 0 is 1 into a cube into b. So our answer is a cube b. Okay, so I hope that you have understood all the solutions of the second question from exercise 13.2. In our next video, we will start solving question number 3. Till then, bye bye, take care, Jai Hind.